had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Dallas.
Now Brady again. It's held by Brandon Cooks. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 47 yards.
Cowboys.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Brady to throw again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quinn Williams. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the 1.
To throw from his end zone. McDonald will get this into the hands of Breida. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up
facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone. They need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Operating from the gun. McDonald flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. McDonald finds his tight end Ingram. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, McDonald. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Justin Houston able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And Cooks has it over the middle. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady, there goes a deep ball, end zone. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he is all the way up past the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McDonald. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. McDonald. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 16 yards, a first down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on first down. McDonald flush to his right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And a Cowboy.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall...
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyreek Hill saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Cowboys 21, Lions 14.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 1st and 10, McDonald. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
And
big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. On now is the kicker Jason Myers for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. This is Breida. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing just outside his own goal line. Watch out for Hill on the return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Brady. And that's incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And it's 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Brady. This is Cooks. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing again. McDonald. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brings up
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. That's complete to Hightower. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
That's good.
First down Lions on a pickup of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, McDonald, and nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. To throw again, McDonald. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. On first down, McDonald. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Throwing again. McDonald. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Chad Hightower. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
For the point after.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made by K1 Short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. This 3rd down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start. Now Brady. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Gordon on 1st down. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And so there goes Melvin Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 62 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Lions 21. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And now they hook up to the field on second down. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for the Lions. 44 yards. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down. McDonald. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw on third down. McDonald escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He will run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. There goes Melvin Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. And the lead is now 24.
Next to score, Cowboys 45, Lions 21.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. This will be taken in by Hightower. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. From left side, complete to Ingram. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. brings up
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard, leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run with Breida. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they come back.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Evan Ingram, 26 yards. And the Lions were able to draw a bit closer. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. Throwing is McDonald. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
The score, Cowboys 45, Lions 27.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On first down, Brady. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Complete to
A well-executed 22-yard gain. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
43-yard line.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Buying time to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
First and 10.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, but it's going to be 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They go play action with McDonald. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. McDonald sets to throw. Slings this deep from the... And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. John Hightower saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Cowboys 45, Lions 34.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That is incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
3rd down.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
1st down, Dallas.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Brady going to throw here. Hill has got it. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, 1 game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night